Hello Cancer, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your December 2022 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. If you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So anyway, sorry about the hair, I just had a shower. So what's going on for the sign of Cancer? What do we need to know? One more shuffle. All right. We have Justice. So Justice is a really good card for you to have. This could be in the legal systems right here. However, the Justice doesn't always have to be in the legal system. It can be representation of, things balancing out within your life. Maybe you've had a lot of negative karma come your way and it's time for good positive karma. But it does represent divine karmic law. Remember, Justice has Themis and it also has her daughter Daiki, which represents human law. So when I see the Justice energy, things are about to equalize out in a good harmonious way for you. So what is going on with this Justice energy? What do we need to know? I'm trying to get away from this thing right here. It keeps squeaking. So what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals. You have the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Temperance. So what's coming in for you is that you're about to have the last laugh on a situation. With this Temperance energy coming in, this represents divine timing. So at the right moment, you are going to equalize the scales and kind of come out on top right here. The Five of Swords doesn't always have to be a bad card. It could just mean that you won a situation and other people are walking away. It can be a representation of a crime as well. So if you're looking for justice for a crime, that is coming in for you. With this Temperance energy, this can be the proper moment though. All right. You want it to be as, what's that old saying? It's like revenge is a dish best served cold. That's what this is. So what's coming in is that you have some secret information that's coming towards you that allows you to get one up on the competition, but you're supposed to use it at the right time. And that's how you equalize the scale. So let's look at the Wild Unknown Tarot. I'm using this deck now. I've been practicing with it for quite some time. I've had it for about a year, but wanted to get comfortable with the energy. All right, so we have the 3 cards coming out. We have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing right here is that you're pushing back against like potentially a really good thing within your life. You're holding on to a lot of things. Maybe it's because this hasn't equalized for you. And maybe that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, with the Temperance energy, it does represent pushing you back, pushing you forward at the same time, right? So you're pushing back against some sort of Nine of Cups energy, which is a wish come true because you're still holding on to things from the past right here. However, that's about to change. I feel like you're going to be able to accept the wish once this plays out right here. What is the Five of Swords? What do we need to know here? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. This represents you're going to have balance. It's a minor version of balance right here. This is Capricorn energy, but it does symbolize, balancing out of the Pentacles, balancing out things within your life. This is what's coming towards you with the Three of Wands. Remember, the Three of Wands is you sent out a message, the message is coming back towards you. So this Five of Swords situation where someone feels like they got one up on you, or maybe, they were just really cutting with their words, maybe you're going to have that laugh on them now. What is this Temperance energy? You have the Three of Cups with the Daughter of Cups. I feel like you've been watching a lot of people right here celebrate and you've not been able to celebrate with them with the Daughter of Cups, but that's about to change with the Temperance equalizing out the scales. Not Temperance, but Justice equalizing out the scales, and Temperance balancing the 2 cups to turn the oil and water into fire. That's what's interesting right here is that Justice rules the scales and Temperance rules the cups. Both are 2, right? The scales you weigh things on, and Temperance is taking 2 things and turning it into a 3rd thing. So that's what I'm seeing for you, is that you're taking 2 pretty bad elements and turning it into like your greatest revenge right here. And I'm not going to say go and get revenge on anyone. I'm not saying that, you should start any arguments, you should do anything. I feel like you just kind of need to hold on and wait for this information to come in towards you. and then you'll be able to celebrate. And I kind of feel like you will have the last laugh on something right here. Everything's going to balance out. And from whatever you walked away from, I feel like you're going to have that plus more with this Nine of Cups energy. So how does this come in for Cancer? Let's look at that. How is this coming towards you? You have the Seven of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So the Seven of Cups represents some sort of illusion and mystery. The Nine of Pentacles is about in your garden, so your home. It's right behind you. You're going to have some sort of aha moment. Because what you're going to realize is what you're looking at right here is a fantasy. It's not real. All right? It's in fact what you walk away from, that's your victory. You walking away from something is the Five of Swords. This is funny right here, okay? Because you're walking away from something and then you see something on the ground like the sword and turn around and get the person who's laughing. This is almost like backstabbing energy, like 100%. You're getting some sort of news or information or some sort of balancing out right here. This is kind of a dirty reading. I don't really like doing readings like this. However, you walked away from a fantasy and you're going to get information that you walked away from the fantasy. You walked away into like a place of meditation and relaxation, like your own garden. So say you got cheated on, say something bad happened, whatever. You go back home, you're looking at whatever you lost, and then all of a sudden you see two cups that are right there. Now, the Five of Cups wants you to be sad about what you've lost, right? But the Temperance wants you to look at the two cups that have been alchemized for you and saying, I can do something with this, I just need your time and attention. One more card. The Star. The Star is really beautiful energy. It represents look past the sun, okay? Because the sun is a star, but the sun represents your ego, right? Aquarius rules the stars, Leo rules the sun. They both sit polar opposite like that on the zodiac wheel, right? So what Leo needs to understand is that it's not the only star in the universe or in the galaxy. In fact, it's actually a pretty small star, right? Aquarius is there to show you everything else out there. However, Aquarius needs to understand from Leo that it sometimes needs to take care of number one within the life. And the number one person is most likely your own health, your own body, right? So the Temperance Angel is saying, look at something, there is more to a situation. What you're doing right now, what you're looking at, these three cups that have fallen over, that's the fantasy. And it's meant to keep you stuck. That's what it is. Okay. You are looking at something from the wrong point of view. You're looking at it from the, oh, I'm sad perspective. But what you're not seeing is the grand perspective. Maybe you're thinking, why can I not be with that person? Why did I have to lose that job? Because you're only looking at what you've lost for the day, not what you've gained throughout your life. Okay? What is wrong with this Five of Swords right here, the Ten of Swords? Something is brutal and devastating. Something is really brutal and devastating to the point where I don't even think you want to have the final laugh or the final say on something. It's just that bad. And the reason you couldn't have it is because you are not supposed to be there when this situation takes place. That's what you're not seeing, is you're not seeing the karma equalize of the scales. Okay, you're not seeing the balance situation that happens after something or when someone does something like this. What's this wish coming in that you want? You want the Magician. You want to be able to manifest again. You want to be able to move forward with your life. You want to, this is also another card of Aquarius right here. You want to see the stars. You want to have fun. You want to leave your house. You want to go out and do things, but you're holding on to regret. But what you're not seeing is that what's taking place behind the scenes. You can only see the sun, right? Maybe because it's daytime, but when it turns night, which is your energy, the moon energy, you can see everything else. The Son of Wands coming out. The Magician and the Son of Wands. You want to be like an apprentice to something. Maybe you want to study something that would be very beneficial for you. I'm not saying you have to go and be like, Merlin the Magician's apprentice, although that's kind of what this represents. But at the same time, one more card. The wish you want is a burden. And you need to drop that burden. Dropping the burden is what gives you victory. With the Four of Wands coming out. This is a weird situation for you, Cancer. So, what I'm seeing right now with this energy is that you've had to leave something, right? Other people kind of had to mock you, but you're still holding on to the wish. You're like, I would have loved to have been apprenticed to this. I would have loved to have whatever this was. You're looking at what you lost. You can't move forward. You're holding on to past regrets right here. You would have loved to have been an apprentice to the Magician, but what you're not seeing is that it would have, one, been an overburden for you, and two, the Ten of Swords is coming in for that Magician. All you have to do is stop looking at your sadness and turn around and look at what you do have, which is the Star, which is seeing things from a grand cosmic scale of the Justice energy, and see at the right moment you're going to have your last laugh. And you will be able to move forward with this Daughter of Cups energy. You'll be able to hang out with these Three of Cups people. I don't even know if you want to. You have the Moon coming out? Yeah, I guess you do. The Moon doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Or maybe it can be representation that you were saved from some sort of treachery right here. I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be a real fucked up way to talk about this, but I'm just going to talk about it. Like, imagine you have a group of friends, and maybe you have like 5 friends in a group, right? And you're always the odd one out. Whenever people are eating, they're always talking about one another. Maybe you're kind of like, I'm just going to say, the Princess Diaries, kind of like the dumpy one of the group. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying for right now, right? You just kind of feel like the dumpy one. Like everyone else is really pretty. You're at this table. And maybe they make snide remarks, but you can't have any other friends because these are the people who invite you out. But what they're doing is every time they invite you out, they're talking shit about you behind your back, right? Oh, she looks poor. Oh, she's dumpy. Oh, she doesn't do her hair properly. And maybe you tried. Maybe they're just really good at makeup and you're not good at makeup, right? Well, you finally say, oh, there's a concert that I want to go to. Can we all go? And maybe it's one of your favorite musicians. And everyone's like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. So you're all making plans to go. And then they don't show up to meet you, right? They go off and do their own thing. All of a sudden, something happens, like a tragedy happens, and all of them die, but you're alive. That's what that is. You're not in the group when that happens. You're not there. You're looking at like, oh my gosh, why didn't they hate me so much? Why do I look like this? You're looking at, your sad little reflection with the Three of Cups falling over, but you're not seeing the grand cosmological thing because maybe you haven't gotten the news yet. Once you get the news, you'll be like, oh. You have the Mother of Swords. Yeah, Yeah, the Mother of Swords coming out with the Ace of Wands. The Mother of Swords is Libra. It balances out the scale. She doesn't care about your feelings. She's just like, it is what it is. That's it. Like, that's the news. With the Five of Wands coming out, you're going to have some sort of brand new opportunity to move forward within your life. You have the Five of Swords again. You have the opportunity to one-up this situation. When the news comes in, that's your opportunity to be like, I won. Or that's what they get. I'm not saying you should say that. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that's what this is giving. This is the vibes that I'm getting from this reading. You have Justice. Yeah. Justice. Justice. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. You get justice. Now, that could be a very bad way to look at it, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's words, sticks and stones, right? Why is this happening this way for this, though? So, why is this deserved? Why is it deserved, like, this harsh ending? Because the Chariot with the Five of Pentacles. Your energy's coming out with the Five of Pentacles. They left you out in the cold. The Son of Pentacles. But you still have your pentacle. They don't have theirs. That's the karma right there. Had they have not done what they did, if they had just done what they did every single night, which was, you know, just invite you out and make fun of you, that wouldn't have happened. But because they chose to really be wicked and heinous about something, because there's a level of wickedness people can take, right? There's a level of wickedness you can put out in the world, but then there is a crossing the threshold level of wickedness where you don't come back from that. The Ace of Swords with the Mother of Pentacles and the Father of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the truth for you. There is only so much you can put out there, and you can go and do, you know, base level bad shit all day long, you know, just talk shit about your friends. Like, you know, most guys, when we get together, we always talk shit about one another. Like, it is what it is. However, it's usually in good jest. When people are being malicious, they can still be, you know, whatever. You can still get along with them, but when they take it too far to really, really hurt someone to the point where, you know, you feel completely betrayed, that's when the universe takes the situation into its own hands. That's when everything just kind of comes full circle with the Mother of Pentacles and the Father of Pentacles handing something down. They're handing down the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, justice holds in its hand. The Ace of Swords is the truth that comes out of God's mouth. This is not a situation you want to be in when this happens. The Empress and the Hierophant. Yeah, you want to be connected to God. You want to be connected to a protective energy, a motherly energy. Remember, the Empress is kind of like the land. You want to be at home when this happens. The Hierophant represents being connected to God. So this is kind of like Judgment Day, right? And I believe it was Matthew, Mark. It's one of the apostles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Jesus said, I will come back like a thief in the night. And so you should be dressed and waiting and not asleep and naked, otherwise you'll be embarrassed. Like, that's the general gist of that verse. These people got caught naked, and you did not. This is like a thief in the night energy. This is like something that happens so swift, so fast, so like you're going to be really happy you're not in that situation. The Father of Swords coming out. This is going to be like high alert with the Father of Wands. The Hermit. Yeah, balancing out both polarities of the Sun and Aquarius, because the Father of Wands is Leo energy, the Father of Swords is Aquarius energy. That's the blending right there. It's meeting at the center. This is like complete wrapping up of something. The Devil and the Seven of Swords. But you're not chained to that situation. There's a cleverness behind this. the Two of Wands. You had a new opportunity. You need to stop looking at the wand that you're holding on to and look at the new wand. You're saying, oh, why can't I have this? But you have this brand new wand, this brand new opportunity, this Ace of Swords. The cleverness is there for you with the Devil energy. Devil doesn't always have to be bad. Let's remember that. I just know I talked about, coming back like a thief in the night. The Devil just represents not being chained to something. Or being chained to something but wanting to free yourself, like an addiction or a toxic ex, a toxic person within your life, something like that. It can also just be representation of contracts. The Wheel of Fortune. What goes up must go down, and what goes down has to go up with the Wheel of Fortune and the World. You complete a major cycle. You level up right here. You understand something. You're going to understand firsthand karma, Cancer. You are going to understand firsthand karma. And maybe that's a lesson you've never seen. Some people never see karma play out, but you have to watch it play out once in your life. Maybe you've never seen something like this happen. But how does Cancer feel after this happens? How do you feel? Ten of Cups. Okay. You are relieved. You are beyond happy. You are just over the moon with joy. The Three of Swords. Yes, it breaks your heart because the situation was what it was, but you're still happy. It's like a bittersweet ending, but the sweetness is better than the bitterness. It's kind of like, I have this tea. It's called orange spice tea. The orange is very strong. However, the spice does have a very bitter aftertaste to it, but it's sweet when you put it in your mouth, but when you swallow it, it's very, very bitter. But it has a lot of herbs and it's very healthy for you. That's what this is. This is a sweet pill, but a hard pill to swallow. Now let's look at your spellcasting oracles. This was rough. I don't like delivering messages like this. I really don't. You have reconciliation and peace. You're finding peace right here. You're going to reconcile with the universe. I feel like you're going to reconcile with God right here in a way. I feel like maybe you're sitting there thinking like, oh, well, I can't be pretty. I can't have any of these nice things. I can't this. I can't that, right? But you're going to reconcile with that. Butterfly, fragility, and mole, superstition. With this fragility energy, understand that you're going through a very fragile state right here. Pay attention to your dreams as well with this superstition, or pay attention to superstitions within your life. Okay? Don't read too much into them, but like, if you have a dream about a snake, what does a snake mean? Like, you should look that up. Sorry. I need to go get my tea. I usually keep it right here, but I left it. You need to think about, if you're ever standing in front of a group of people naked, what does that mean? So what is going on with the, Halloween Oracle? You have the Lamp, Remembrance, and Spider, Community and Web Weaving. The Lamp is also kind of representation of Hermit energy, so I'm just going to say that the Hermit card came out right here. You're looking directly into the lamp. And you're seeing how everything connected with this community and web weaving, with this spider energy. How it all just like was this giant spider web of things. However, you didn't get caught in the spider web. It's kind of like, you have a friend who's kind of being a jerk, and they're just like, oh my gosh, you're such a slowpoke, and you're like looking around seeing the danger that could happen in the woods, and all of a sudden they walk into a fucking spider web and they're freaking out, and maybe they get bit by the spider, but you saw that happening, you saw it with the lamp energy, you're like, that's why you don't go walking out in the woods without checking first, because like that happens. So let's look at your Awaken oracle cards. Now, once again, don't go out and seek revenge. I don't even think you need to seek revenge. I think it's just playing out. I think you just need to sit there in your garden with the Nine of Pentacles, with the things that surround you, with the nice things, and just try to look past it and try to move forward, and then you'll see. You will see it all play out. You have earth magic and flow. Go with the flow. Stay at home, cook, clean, fold that pile of laundry. You know what I mean. Earth magic is ground yourself. Get something that you know is from the earth that you can ground yourself with. I personally like to find flowers when it's summertime. I do not like the winter. It is my least favorite time of the year. I'm an August child, so I love summer. I know, probably don't think that, but I do love summer. I love flowers, love going out in the sun and whatnot. And I like to collect flowers, put them in a dictionary. That's something that you can do. You can have them, you know, saved for later. Maybe you need to, what's the word? Grow a plant. That could be, you know, earth magic right there. Grow a plant. Grow a garden. Maybe that's what you need to do. That could be something. Grow a seed, and when it matures, that's when you know. Is that right? The Lovers. Grow the seed, because this is kind of like the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden. Grow something and go with the flow. Water it, take care of it, put your time and energy into something. Let's look at your rune cards. Sowelu, sun, vitality, good health, good fortune, and happiness. Spiritual meaning is blessing and wholeness. This is a really good card. It's a sunlight energy. Algis, protection, courage, help from others, and good decision making. You know, that's all this message was about. You'll understand why you're protected right here. There is a reason you are not involved with that. They have the upper hand all day long. They can have it. They can laugh. But here's the thing. They're taking it a little bit too far. They did something that was like really, really hurt you. And yeah. So anyway, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.